If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show. What is going on? What's going on here? Hi, everybody.
I don't know. That was a business voicemail. Hello.
Oh, okay. That was crazy. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Grand
I don't do nothing uncooked, honey. It might be a check, but I don't.
Yes. How y'all doing today? We have a special surprise before we get started. But before we get there, I want to go ahead and welcome myself and my illustrious panel, Kyrie Sinaj, the king right there, and the queen, Miss Lisa. How you doing, gorgeous?
I'm great. How are you?
Miss Lisa.
Just
look
refreshed. Yeah,
I am. That's what a great Beyonce concert will do.
I was gonna say Beyonce do
nice.
it. Even though you left the queen hanging in the end.
Well, you know, when it's hot and I look a hot, exhausted mess, I have to make a choice. Lisa or Beyonce. I chose me. I chose me.
And she would want you to choose you too.
You chose you. You're not a true beehiver. No,
not true.
Thank you.
Beyonce says to choose you first.
They were taking people out in stretchers because they chose Beyonce.
Yeah, and I don't think Beyonce wants a lawsuit. That's all I'm saying.
What? You didn't
all
sue
right,
her
guys.
So to stay. They couldn't sue her.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on. We want to go ahead and welcome everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you do us a huge favor by liking, sharing, and subscribing for us. Do us just a quick little one. Just hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on PyroMediaNetwork, Candid Conversations, or Kwame Speaks, definitely go ahead and hit it. We have a surprise for you guys. We have a surprise for y'all, you guys. Before I start seeing who's in the building, I want to go ahead and welcome our newest cast member to this illustrious panel for the Pyro Power Hour Reality TV edition. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, congratulations to Just Dominic. Come
also,
on,
Team Twirl. Team Twirl. Yeah.
Me? Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Kyrie and Kwame for sure.
Did I approve this? I'm joking.
So it was nice having Kyrie on the show.
We have an opening.
we have an opening.
Boss man knows I am joking.
I'm like, what you talking about, Willis?
Welcome to the Pyro Power Hour fam, Just Dominic. Thank you so much you are no longer a friend of the show. You've been upgraded. You got your peach.
That's
hey,
right.
I got a
Dominic
peach.
And his glorious beard. Glorious beard.
Yes.
Is the beard going to get a peach too?
Maybe not. We'll see how.
It's earned a peach.
Yeah. Well, let's see who's in the building. Keith Reynolds, what's going on, King? Thank you for joining. Good evening, everyone. My super pills didn't work.
Keith.
Here I am. Who bad at? I know that's right. Come on. What's up, little Michaela? Oh, little Michaela. What's up, Michaela, little sister? How you doing? Tony, come on, honey. How you doing, honey? What's going on? Dr. Holt is in the building.
Look at Dr. Holt. Be on your best behavior tonight.
Boy.
I'm on a high.
That's my friend right there.
I think he will.
Hey,
Ray, how you doing, King? He's an actual
Ray.
Every time.
That's right.
Don't start.
I know that's right.
Shade or is that overheat?
Because absolutely it was shade.
Yeah, that was shade.
Ray doesn't
Ray said, "I'll tell your mama, okay? I'll tell your friends and anyone who can comprehend."
Okay. Hey, Major, how you doing, King? And Triple Threat in the building. Hey, now. Hey, y'all.
We're doing Janet quotes.
Hey, Mommy, how you doing, Queen?
Hey, Mama Corbett.
Hello.
Hello, mother.
We're doing Janet quotes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I miss you much. You know it.
Oh,
Kyrie know it.
I know it. He is a music guru.
The music meister.
Okay.
That he is. That he is.
All right, you guys, we have a lot to talk about today. I mean, a lot to talk about today. A lot. Hold on one second. What's going on here? Praise God. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get into the quick drop here. First up, on our quick drop, we have just a few articles, just a few. First up, it looks like plastic surgery plastic surgeons aren't the only thing Kim Zolciak passed down to her daughter. It appears they both are having trouble paying their outstanding bills. According to TMZ, Brielle Berman is being sued by American Express for failing to pay a $12,870 balance. The family has been having a bit of financial trouble. Kim says
Sound? Your sound, Kwame.
Oh,
yeah.
Hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah, now you was going in and out. Like you sound like
Oh.
We got American Express and 12,007.
Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me good now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go back. All right, so according to TMZ, Brielle Berman is being sued by American Express for failing to pay a $12,870.25 balance. The family has been having a bit of financial trouble, which Kim's husband, Croy, alleges is a result of Kim's gambling addiction. The couple was said to owe nearly $1 million in back taxes. Kim and Brielle have been seen auctioning wigs, purses, and other pre-owned items amid all this bill collecting news. Brielle told TMZ she will be paying the balance off by the end of the week.
Well, she needs to tell American Express that, right? And not us.
Sounds about white, though.
White people problems.
Well, and this is the same. Isn't it the same child that was talking about Nene had roaches?
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, girls.
White people problems.
Right, Michaela. Okay, good luck, girl.
Next case.
Right. We
I
want
don't know.
to happy belated birthday to what's her name? Oh my God, I forget her name. Oh my God,
Riley Burrs.
Thank you so much, Riley Burrs. Shout out to
That's
Riley
right.
What? That's really.
Yeah.
That is Riley. She's gorgeous. She has lost a tremendous amount of weight.
She lost all her
Ozempic?
baby fat. Yeah.
Ozempic. Yeah.
Gorgeous girl.
All right, girl. She
So
look good.
congratulations. I know Candy is a proud mama. She should be because you are. Is she going to Columbia? I think she is. She's going to Columbia.
I think so.
I know she was at NYC, so she's going to Columbia next.
I believe it's
Oh,
she's there for
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. But yes, but congratulations on you, girl. Or maybe she graduated already. I'm not sure.
She's looking more and more like her mother.
Yeah, Candy's genes are strong.
Dr. Holt said, I have American Express. What y'all buying?
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
She's handling that. No worries, honey. Thank you so much. And shout out to Cupcake, the best mod up in these YouTube screens.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
Business right now. She is booked and busy. We love you, Queen. And we if you need us, we are here always. Okay.
Always.
I can't give you my assistant though because she is booked and busy as well. But we love you, girl. Shout out to Honey for jumping in here and coming in and covering for her bestie. Ray says she looks less like her dad now. Thank God. Congrats, Riley. Yeah,
right?
Like
yeah.
Yeah. Candy's very pretty though. I don't think she's ugly.
No,
at all.
No.
Candy was the only cute one in Escape back in the day.
Well, at one point, yes, she was. Okay, so let's get into what's tea. What's tea is we've changed. So you guys, you may see some different graphics and some changes and stuff like that. Bear with us. There's a reason for it. Okay, we got to move quick because in What's Tea, we're going to be talking about Kenya Moore and her part 2 interview with Carlos King. Now, I want to say this, and I want to preface this. Y'all know that I've been very critical of Miss Kenya Moore. Okay?
We do know.
No. Don't do that. Let me get this out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very critical of Miss Kenya Moore. I have been very, very
hard on her.
Hard on her. Yes, that's a great word. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
Okay. I was gonna say you attack her, but that's okay.
Agreed. We're supporting you. Go ahead. You've been
Come
cruel.
on, you can do
Go
this.
ahead.
You can do this. Come on.
Vicious.
can do this.
Terrible. We got you.
So, as I was saying,
well, I guess I'm fired. Nice first day, everybody.
Oh, the first day.
Oh, Kyrie, that just tickled you, did it?
I have to say, hey, Kenzie, thank you for joining.
Oh,
Kwame doesn't do it. Thank you, Michaela. Hold on, don't ruin it, Miss Lisa. Right?
Let him get this out. I know what he's gonna say.
Get it on out.
Miss Lisa got her daggers out. She does.
No.
I would say that as of August 22nd, 2022,
yes,
your boy Kwame Speaks Official is officially a Kenya Moore fan.
awesome.
My God.
What
My
brought
God.
you to this? I'm
Did
still
you watch it?
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
You watched both parts?
Yeah.
Kwame, we can't entertain negativity. We gotta
A fan
we gotta
is,
relish this moment.
for me, fan is a strong word. But what I did like about it,
Because
what I
you're
did
dedicated
like,
to hate. Because you're dedicated to hate. That's why.
no. What I did
Yes,
like about the interview.
yes.
Now here's what I liked about the interview. It
Okay,
showed
Lord.
me her. I saw Kenya
Right.
outside.
And that made me a fan.
I really
That
want to
made
hear
me a fan.
what converted
Right.
Kwame. I'm really interested.
You
in
know
hearing
what?
this.
Because
Well,
it's a
I have always said, like, Kenya is a person you love to argue with. Not necessarily hate, but argue with.
Yeah, I don't hate
I
him.
got you, Keats.
That's the delicious part of what she brought to the show.
Oh,
She
very
will
delicious.
argue you boots down.
And factually, she does her research.
Even if you disagree with her, it's still a good argument. That's what I love
It
about
really
her.
is. It really, really is.
Michaela, I've disappointed somebody.
Well, I mean,
Now,
Go
see,
on, Kwame. Go on, Kwame.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
you're-
Let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh, now
explain
you want
why
comment.
I have
look at Kyrie.
Ray's like boo. Oh my god.
Well, you're not saying you agree with everything she's ever said. You're just saying you're a
and
fan of her work.
we don't
Wait a
agree
minute.
with everything.
Hold
No.
on.
he's
That's
just
the whole
a
thing,
fan.
ladies and gentlemen. After reviewing the interview, Kenya, I see your heart. That story about her mother was vile. I see why she acts the way she does.
Right, Dr. Holt. Exactly.
So what are you saying, Dr. Holt? So now you're
Oh,
a fan
Ray,
too?
that's so distasteful.
I don't. Are you a
Oh,
fan,
yeah, shit.
Dr. Holt? She done
I
got
think
you too.
you don't have to be a fan. I think people see her for who she is. And
And
Kyrie,
I said-
we know
I like
that you're
that.
dedicated to hate, and that's
I just
okay.
said I saw the receipt. No, I said I saw the real her, and I saw outside of that. I didn't say I was a fan. I'm just saying I saw her, and I like
Yeah.
that. She
I,
showed
did you?
herself.
I think because I saw the real her, let me not say the real her. I think she's always shown who she was.
Thank you. That's what I was
Really?
waiting to hear.
been
You guys have just caught up, right?
Really? Not
Yeah.
you guys, but okay.
Mhm.
I will
Yeah.
be the
That's
first
the
to
next
say
thing.
that I really believed a lot of the stuff that Faktra was pushing and that beautiful Apollo.
Thank you, Dr.
I believed
Holt.
every word he said.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I didn't believe it. Now I did believe that she
Oh,
knew what he
Lord.
tasted like, and I will say that I take that back now.
That's not true.
Right. That's what I'm
just said-
saying.
I take that back. I take back what I
Right.
said before because I said, yeah, okay, I believe her.
Right.
How to know this isn't the actress? Honey, she ain't that good.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay. It
It was
was
a
a
needed-
needed interview.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
no.
not that good of an actress. No, she was good. No.
Yeah, I believe this is the end of Kenya's run on Housewives.
Well, she said
And
that
I
too.
think this is her farewell, interview where she can her own terms, her own words. her swan song.
Can I finish saying what I wanted to say
Oh,
about
I
that?
really do.
I thought you
want
done
to
said
hear
it.
it. Please, Kwame,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Your conversion to Kenyaville.
Yes, because I feel like this is part of the reason, and I think had I not seen Nini's interview prior to this, I would probably still be hating Kenya, because Nini opened up the door to let people know that production ain't shit. Okay. Okay. And so when I heard the conversation, and I can read people pretty decently, the energy, like I've learned to watch body language, to watch vibes, to watch all of that. And for I want to say 95% of the time, Kenya was being super authentic in what she was saying and how she said certain things. And so for me, it was a space where she didn't feel she had to be held back by production. She didn't feel she had to be held back by Bravo. It was just these are my unfiltered thoughts. This is how I feel about the situation. And if anybody has a problem with it, kiss the blackest parts of my behind.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, the way she went about that and how she talked about that really, really, and her conversation, first of all, part one really made me understood why she was acting like what I perceived to be a B during the first couple of seasons of me getting into introducing to her. But part two on today made me understand why she was villainized. She was absolutely villainized.
I just have 3 words to say concerning this interview. I am pleased.
Are you
now that does not mean everyone. I'm looking at the comments. I'm sure everybody else is looking at the comments. Like Miss Lisa said earlier, and I said earlier, it does not mean that we agree with everything
absolutely
says or does.
Yeah.
But it means that we don't hate her. We don't want her off the show. We think she's good.
I've never hated her.
And I haven't. Well, that Apollo Phaedra thing in the first 2 seasons was rough for me, and I'm gonna be very honest.
Excuse me.
I wanted Portia to beat and drag her at that reunion. I wanted that.
Come on, Dominic. First of all, you don't tell me to bend over nowhere, Ray. Okay, what you trying to do? This is a family-friendly show. Did he just tell me to bend over real quick? Oh my God! Anywho.
Well, I mean, I've never hated Kenya.
I agree, Major. I agree.
She's graduated from the show. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, then Candy graduated from the show.
What were you gonna say, Kyrie, about you never hated Kenya, but what?
I just said I've never hated Kenya. Nor that I didn't want her off the show, but I mean,
I only really like Kenya, like everybody has been saying. Carlos, Kenya, Nini.
Lisa
Kenya, she needs Nini. She needs Portia.
Yeah.
She needs the girls that have a backbone and big personalities that can joust with her and go back and forth.
Think the Golden Girls. Would they have been successful without any of them not being there? Like, she needed that, and she doesn't have that energy.
Yeah,
Marlo's not witty enough.
Now let's talk about this, because one of the things that I found very interesting, that even though Portia dragged her ass across that stage, she still has love for Portia. I think that's freaking dope.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That fight back then, I was like Team Portia all day long.
I was not.
Yeah.
I remember grabbing my heart going, what is happening? Right. It was just unheard of to see that, like the level of physical violence. It was sorry.
I have a question.
It's true. Mm-hmm.
No, I have a question. This is just for Kwame. Kwame, the only one who said it. Well, no, you all agree. So it's for the 3. So, if somebody we're doing our show, and someone comes along, someone that doesn't like what we say, gets up and beats the shit out of one of us.
Come on.
And then we forgive them. That's dope. I forgive you. You beat
no. We're not talking
just
about. No. We're saying the fact that she can get over that, and then in that moment during her interview with Carlos to see that, she was going through a lot.
Well, I mean,
to forgive
wasn't much
it.
to get over. She knew she deserved it. So I mean, yeah.
She did say that she did understand that her words went too far. That's how she said it.
No.
She didn't say that.
And she did go too far.
Now this is me. Your words, but then you were using props. You used that scepter. You used that bullhorn.
Blowhorn. She did.
But it was the words that upset her.
No, it wasn't the words that upset her. But even Kenya had admitted, she was like, I now understand people's boundaries. And she
which means that she understood that she had went too far.
Right, and she said that. Right. She deserved that ass whooping. That's she
and let's be honest. She did not get her ass whipped. Right. She did not. She only got her hair pulled.
Yeah.
Right.
She got her hair pulled technically, and she deserved that. And that taught her a lesson, as she said. It taught me a lesson not to go. We have to learn boundaries.
Let me say this. I don't think,
and that was real.
Let me say this. I don't think anybody deserves to be attacked. But what I will say is that sometimes alternative methods to solutions are required.
Listen,
sometimes you have to reach out and touch somebody. Sometimes
that old saying that sticks and stones may break my bones, but words went up, that's a lie.
I agree, Ray.
Words will get you murdered.
Well, yeah, it was shocking. It was jarring. And I think immediately Portia realized that it was ridiculous. And
both of them realized that that whole thing went too far.
Kenya was a victim.
Portia realized, okay, I let this sorry ass bitch almost give me fired.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh my
right.
God. Oh my God.
So she got lost her check. So then Kenya realized,
in that moment. In that moment,
and then Kenya realized, I was wrong. I used the scepter and I used the bullhorn.
It wasn't immediate.
Exactly.
I didn't think she was wrong.
I agree with you, Kyrie, 1000%. Fault was on both sides. You can't provoke somebody and then tell somebody how to react. You can't do that.
What do you say? Because she stepped in and got pulled up. What are you saying?
What is who saying?
You.
What did I say?
You said you don't agree because you thought King was absolutely right because you're the boy. And then
she can use whatever device she wanted to use. At the end of the day, it was her words. But none of those things touched Portia. And Portia did not have whatever. She had it in her face. She had it in her face, and she did not have a right to put her hands on Kenya.
Well, here's my thing.
And I would have called the police.
Now, this is me, and I'm saying this is Eric Jones. I ain't saying this is Kirby Sinatra. If you put your hand or anything in my face, because that's my pet peeve, I'm stomping your ass on sight.
And let me tell you something. If you do that, the police will tell you that's provoking someone. So call the police. You're going to be held guilty for your part as well.
Exactly.
And that's the truth. You cannot provoke somebody to lose their wits. And then expect
it didn't take much for Portia to lose her wits. She doesn't have any.
It doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter. Then don't push those buttons.
I didn't think she was. Maybe she was provoked, but it didn't require her doing what she did.
If Kenya put all that in your face, Miss Lisa, I would love to see you then turn around and be like, Kenya. You're not gonna do that.
Dominic, right now, Lisa is giving an Academy Award-winning performance.
She sure is, because you got a backbone. I dare Kenya Moore to put all that crap in your face, Miss Lisa. And for you to sit there like a perfect little angel telling them, Kenya, you have the right to just do all of this stuff, girl.
No,
and I don't have the right to...
I will say I have anger issues. So you're right. But
thank you, Portia.
I do have anger issues. I do. So that wouldn't have ended well.
It wouldn't have ended well with me. I'm telling you. If Kenya, and I'm from Detroit, if she would have done that, we would have had to cut to break.
That's another thing I want to say. And I saw in this interview, Kenya is a Detroit girl. I saw it.
She is, and I love her for it.
Yeah. But what I did like about her is she used her senses in that fight moment, because I do believe if it wasn't about her money, she could
all should.
She could have took off her shoes and got with Portia. I believe that.
Of course she would have.
Well, I think she realized when you look at her face, she was like, "Oh crap, I went too far." Kenya is so smart, and she knew that. She studied psychology. She understands those things. Like, oh, I triggered something in this girl. Okay.
See, and she did it on purpose. Because Portia kept saying, "Stop! Don't put that in my face anymore. What are you gonna do?" And they said, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?"
Okay.
And I loved it.
All right. Okay. Great. Okay. All right. Okay.
But the point is, they moved past it, right, Kwame?
Okay. So let's move on to the next portion of it because we got a lot more to talk about. Let me tell you this thing up here.
This puppet.
Okay.
This Muppet.
This weasel-looking ass. This one right here. I told you before I didn't trust her ass, and now I really don't trust her ass.
You know, let's give it to Kenya for pointing out the fact that her mouth is crooked.
Let's do that, and let's listen to what she said.
It is.
Well, don't activate me, Carlos, because I
well, somebody has to activate you because you're not activated. Are you bored?
How can I not be bored?
Come on, how can she not be?
I gotta work with people like Courtney. You weren't there! You weren't there! This is what I gotta work with. This cannot be Real Housewives.
Oh my God, that
you
took
miss
the wind out
Portia
of
on the
me.
show.
I do, yeah. I have love for Portia. And truth be told, if she could change time in my head, it doesn't have to be in anybody else's head. But she would have wanted me to be Big Sis.
Are you shocked that some peach holders still have a peach?
Claudia definitely deserved more than one season. Eva definitely deserved more than one season. She shouldn't have been fired, in my opinion.
You think Drew Sidora and Sonya Ross deserves their peach right now?
That pause is enough to answer. That was the answer.
She's looking at the definition.
Did Marlo
deserved,
Hampton single-handedly ruin the past two seasons of the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I think that Marlo is the quintessential example of why you do not make a friend of the show a housewife. I feel like the desperation from her reeks, and because she needs that peach. I think the power is when you don't need it.
What do you think it'll take for the show to get back to it being number one?
You gotta do some serious casting changes for sure. I don't think the answer is a reboot. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Because y'all are the same people that asked for Marlo to have a peach. Look where we are now. Be very careful.
Why haven't we seen Aunt Lori, Brandon, your father?
You see my father. My father makes an appearance, but one of my all cast at the end of the season with me opening my hair salon. But the storyline for my salon was always there, but it's not in the season. So how can I shine if you keep dimming my light?
So that was a lot. That was a lot. Now, what she said about Marlo is absolutely true. I completely believe that. I never wanted Marlo to get a peach. I never liked Marlo. I always, from the moment that she betrayed Nene, How
about that in the comment section?
I agree. No, for me, when they were in South Africa and she used the F word because she wanted to go, that was the moment for me. I said,
the F word, the Confederate outfit.
Yes.
And just the fact
that
the Confederate outfit was honest. She can't be honest about how she makes her money, but I'm so glad that Kenya pointed out the chairlift for her older gentlemen.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Actually, let's let Kenya talk about that.
And you're over here 6 weeks in, and you're picking fights with Candy that makes no sense. Then she started, after that ended, and the managers got together and said, okay, let's figure out a storyline, and then you go find Scotch Bright. You find Scotch Bright to sit up here and play your boyfriend. Okay, so that's your new storyline. You're so soft and gentle now, all of a sudden. Right. So pink inside.
I just can't even take how much I love it.
And everybody can see it. In fact, so many comments are like, who is she blowing on production? What is happening? It's the truth. If you didn't want me here to tell you the truth, then don't.
Oh, no, I want you here, honey. Don't
I'm just saying. So please don't, listen.
Is Marlo being favored or protected?
Of course. Yes, absolutely. And that is what has taken the wind out of me this season, in part. Because I'm like, no matter what I do, I was never protected. And that makes me angry as a housewife. I was never protected. I was always the one that everybody came for. Production was like, we don't GAF. And I got all the smoke. And I got no protection.
She did.
So that in and of itself reminded me of the conversation that Nene had with Carlos King, and how she would talk about, and it also reminded me of the conversation that Nene had with Larry Reid, where she had said something along the lines of Kim Zolciak would get, would be helped by them, but she wouldn't. They would save her, but they wouldn't save Nene. And so it got me to thinking in my thunker, okay? And I was like, let me go back to when Kenya first got on the show. And I started rethinking all of the times. I even went on YouTube and started looking at some of the clips of the reunion, some of the clips of the reads that Kenya or the battles that Kenya was having with Kim, the battles that Kenya was having with certain cast members, with Nene, etc. And I noticed that the way that they fixed everything was to make Kenya the villain. And she, at times, was just doing exactly what everybody else was doing. There were times where Kim would sit there and ask a question, and the way it came out was very bitchy, and she knew it was very shady, and she did it anyway. But Kenya was asking genuine questions because she did not know these ladies. And so then it turned around to be like, we need to clip this and make her the demon. Nobody saved her, but everybody was throwing out stuff for Kim. Everybody was throwing out stuff for Phaedra. Everybody is throwing out stuff for Marlo now. And I find it interesting that Marlo is getting all of this preferential treatment when she just got it.
I think, if I can add, I think that with Marlo, I believe Andy wants to be a white savior and help her legitimize herself. And that was one of the things that I talked about when I first was a part of this show. I do remember Coochie Crack. A horrible edit, by the way, horrible edit. And I think, she needs to show to legitimize her money, to legitimize her life, so she can get away from, how does she make her money? How does she maintain her money? And I think Andy wanted to help her do that.
I think it's really sad that we probably don't know the backroom deals that Andy has with her white massa.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. And also, I agree with everything Kenya said, but one thing. I don't think that every friend of the show is undeserving of a full-time spot. For example, for those who watch Miami, what the fan favorite in the entire cast is a friend of the show, and that's Marisol.
Well, she started out as a house.
She's a friend of the show, though. I'm just saying, over the past on this reboot, she's a friend of the show, and she is one of the fan favorites. So if she went full time, I don't think that would be an issue for people. Because they love her so much. But Marlo is the opposite. Can I finish though? Can I just finish my thought?
Yeah.
Okay, because I do know that cast. I watched it from the beginning. So I know she started off full time.
Okay.
But here, the point that I'm trying to make is Marlo is a perfect example why you shouldn't make a friend. And then you have on another show an example of someone who you can easily see full-time, who has been full-time before. Yes, it's true. But you can see her being full-time because she's so great. As opposed to Cynthia, who's part-time now. And I could never see her full-time without Peter.
I wouldn't want to see her full-time.
Okay, you answered my question. Okay, you answered my question.
And I think I agree that certain people, right? I just think in the case of Marlo, she was a fan of the show. Yeah. And it was obvious. And she just doesn't have that it factor outside of she dresses nice. She's going to give you a great beat. That's cute, but there's no substance there, right? So she's a great sidekick.
Who?
Marlo, to some.
She's not a great sidekick. She needs to be off the show. And
I agree with that. I mean, I think she was a great sidekick for Nene for a while.
Until that crazy blow up, and it was like, this girl is unstable.
Right.
I have nothing.
And you know, and what I find, it's just insulting, isn't it? It's
I just wanted to clarify because you know we're here. We always want to make sure that Power Hour on we want to make sure all the information is accurate. So according to Bravo, fans couldn't get enough of the witty commentary that the mother-daughter gave, the mother-daughter duo gave on the show. Despite being a fan favorite cast member, Bravo surprised everybody by promoting Marisol, friend of Housewives, during season 3, and even on the upcoming season 4, Marisol will be featured as the friend of Housewives.
You went back to the water.
Yeah,
you went back to the water.
What's going on with my stuff? Can you hear me now?
You're underwater.
How about now?
You're underwater. You're underwater.
Mm-hmm.
You're underwater.
How about now?
We can hear you, but low. Say something again, yeah.
Oh, I think I know why. How about now?
Oh, you're perfect. You're perfect.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sorry. I had the amp off. Okay, so what I was saying is I was reading an article from Bravo.
Temu.
Huh?
Did you get your mic from Temu?
So what I was saying was is that fans couldn't get this is from Bravo themselves. Fans couldn't get enough of the witty commentary that the mother-daughter duo gave on the show. Despite being a fan favorite cast member, Bravo surprised everybody by demoting Marisol to friend of Housewives or friend of the show during season 3. And even on the upcoming season 4, Marisol will be featured as a friend of the Housewives. In case you're wondering why she is why she is now a friend of the Housewives. In the reboot, she chose not to be a housewife or take her contract on as a housewife and chose to stay as a friend of the show due to other commitments that she wanted to keep with her family.
Oh, okay.
So yes, so we want to make sure everything is accurate here. We want to make sure all that's here. Now I want to move on because something came up on the show.
We're getting into the show now?
No. Well, I want to finish off this interview, but something came up on this interview that I remember that you said a couple of weeks ago, or a week or so ago, before Kyrie, about Phaedra saying something or getting the information from Carlos King, allegedly, which he talked about today on the show that he did not say that.
And then he said, he says in the book, yeah, and I don't believe him, but okay. Cheers to you, Carlos.
All right. Well, that's it for that. Speaking of Real Housewives of Miami, we do have a new section. We're not going to do it today because there's a lot on the document. We're way past time. But we are going to be having a section called Reality Rewatch. And in Reality Rewatch, we're going to be reviewing some past shows. And this particular show that we're checking out is the Real Housewives of Miami. And we're starting from the the season before, when they did the reboot on Peacock, not the other episodes. So we'll do a little tea after that, moving forward on the next episode. Okay, now we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to get into Reality Rewind and get into these shows. We'll start out with Real Housewives of New York, then we'll talk about the 90-day the Last Resort, 90-Day Fiancé Last Resort, and we'll talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, this latest episode. So stay tuned. We'll be right back, you guys. We got a lot to talk about. So grab your libations. All right. Where's the damn commercial? There we go. Here we go. We'll be right back. This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station. Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Lux and Noir. This episode is brought to you by Audible, an Amazon company. Partnering with Audible, an Amazon company, to provide you a 30-day free trial of their Audible Premium Plus subscription for our audience exclusively. You will get 1 free credit, or 2 credits if you're a Prime member, good for any premium selection titles you like, and it's yours to keep. The Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals, listen all you want, no credits needed. And you'll also get a friendly email reminder before your trial ends. To take advantage of this offer, you can click on the link in the comments or use this special QR code by using your mobile device. Audible, an Amazon company. All right, let's get back to the show. Black by popular demand. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get some things going on. Make sure you hit that like button, share if you haven't done so, and subscribe for us if you haven't done so already. Remember that this is all the stuff that we're using, whether the clips or anything like that, it's under our Fair Use Act, and we have a little fair use disclaimer for those, for YouTube specifically, if they try to stop us. Okay, and also don't forget to subscribe to all of the channels on here. That's including Pyromedia Network, Kwame Speaks Official, and Kyrie Sanaj Candid Conversations 5 to 8. Shout out to Candid Conversations. Are you back? Yes, you are. Okay, praise God. All right, okay. All right, y'all. Let's get into Reality Rewind. Shout out to the new designs here. All right, first up, we have the Real Housewives of New York. Now, I'm going to take a step back on this because I did not watch this.
Did you watch, Dominic?
I was only able to watch the first episode, so I know who most of them are, so I'm getting a feel and a taste of who they are.
Are you good, Carrie?
I saw the first 1.5 episodes.
Carrie, you want to lead us with New York, because I didn't watch the most recent.
I didn't need.
Okay, good. Then we can go ahead and
there it is
next week. All right, moving on. That's totally fine with me because I didn't watch any of it. Right. Do we want to get into The Last Resort?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So, shall we go by couple? Because it's only 2. I didn't watch the most recent episodes.
Oh, do we want to skip through the couples that matter? Kyrie, you want to lead us on that?
Well, you can lead in this, Lisa. I'm tired of. Okay, I don't understand why Angela is there.
Angela
Michael
is the blonde, right?
Yeah. At this point, it's a money grab. At this point,
because they've been on the show for the past 10 years. And they're still in the same place.
Why is he not in America?
Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second.
What's going on?
Hey, Cupcake. How you doing?
No, Cupcake.
Cupcake is in the building. Yes. Best damn up in these YouTube
screens.
Sis. Yes, sorry. Anyway.
So why are they here? They've been in the same spot for the past 10 years.
First of all, I don't understand why they couldn't give him a visa.
No, right. I know like I said, they've been on the past 10 years. It's been the same thing. I think he's doing that.
Oh, really?
For a newbie, I don't know anything about 90 Day Fiance or any of the franchises or spinoffs. So just seeing the first episode, this felt so scripted. Just for a newbie, that was insane. It was dumb.
Well, I guess you haven't watched.
And her in that bathing suit.
Well, Miss Lisa, what do you think about Michael and Angela?
I think it's a tired thing, and I agree with you. I think if it's not Michael, it's the network, or maybe it was never going to ever be something that materialized with him coming to America. I just think at this point they're in it for whatever checks they're getting.
Gross.
I mean,
that's them.
But I do believe his mother played a part in that, because you saw how his mother treated her when she came to Africa.
Did you see how Angela treated the culture when she came to Africa?
Well, yeah,
Africa.
Very, very disrespectful. I feel
very. So she got what she deserved.
Now I don't know what's happening.
This is a joke for me. I don't understand how big Ed has beat this woman's self-esteem. Well, she already had low self-esteem.
Why?
But Because Ed.
I don't know. But
because
we don't know why, but Ed
she married a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And so she's feeling, this is a cross-species situation.
But see, when they met, he was feeling low about himself, and he was down to.
And she helped to build him up.
She helped lift him.
And he repaid her by dogging her out.
I was not expecting that one. I'm sorry.
Is he a sea turtle?
Is he a
sea turtle?
I mean,
it is optically, it's a joke, but to see how he treats her is ridiculous.
But Ed,
not a bear.
Oh God, that was funny. Dr. Hope, you too much.
But the gag the gag is, back in the day, Ed used to be really attractive.
He really did. Because he has a condition called web neck, and I don't think it became a real issue until he aged or got to a certain age. And
all I know is he is that person that was fine in high school, and you get to the reunion and go, "What the hell happened to you?"
Right.
Or I dodged the bullet.
Yeah.
Wow. Now this one over here, allegedly, this is how I feel. Okay.
I believe in this couple.
I don't.
Do you?
I don't.
What do you believe?
I do.
What do you believe?
I believe that they're in love. I believe that he wants.
You believe that they're in love?
Yeah.
Oh no, honey, he's going to the bathhouses. There's no way you.
I think he may be messing around, of course, but I do believe he wants to be with his wife, and he wants to say
for the check.
Right.
I don't think the check is that is. I don't think it's a large enough check. It's not great.
No, TLC ain't paying them people like TLC ain't paying them.
They're not. They're getting like $3,000 a week before taxes.
No.
Right.
No.
You can get that on the regular 9 to 5.
I mean,
but I mean, do I believe he's messing around? Absolutely.
Of course.
I don't know if I believe in them though.
I do like them.
But
this right here.
I like.
Oh, this is the one with the cop, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is crazy.
I don't like her.
She don't like him at all.
But this is the thing, right? Okay, her daughter played a part with the other guy. I forget his name.
Her first husband.
The guy she got from the Dominican Republic. Right?
And baby,
which by the way, he was using her. We know that.
He was fine.
But Kelly loved her. And so what went wrong? Like, they were really in love, and now he gave up everything to move to Georgia. And I mean, she's in the sticks in Georgia. It's not like she's in Atlanta, right? He gave up everything in New York. He was a cop, whatever, detective, and she sees him as unsexy now because he doesn't have a job.
If he would have transferred from department to department, maybe. But she made it clear, I'm attracted to the uniform. I'm attracted to the gun. I'm attracted to the power. Right. She don't care about the man.
Yeah, it gives me fetish vibes for me.
It's total fetish.
Absolutely.
A total fetish.
It is.
Absolutely. And then he said, I don't know this woman. Well, you all didn't watch the latest episode, but Miss Lisa did. I don't know who this woman is right here. And
I didn't
like. Yeah. But if you all had saw it when he first came, she's totally.
She was all over him. Yeah.
Yeah, she's totally different.
Yeah. I mean, and they used to do the rewatch of the shows. What do they call it? I forget what they called it, but
they sleep over
together.
Her sister, because her husband left.
Well, she's attracted to boys in blue.
No,
that's why she was all over him.
Yeah,
the Dominican didn't have a freaking job, so what attracted her? Well, I think she's a headhunter.
And he was only 23 years old, though. Wasn't he 23 or 24?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now she thinks she the shit because she done lost 2 pounds. So now she the shit.
Now
she's trying to upgrade.
I need to talk about these too.
Yeah, I wanted to save them for last because I felt like this is the one that really affected me the most.
I want to hear your comment.
My opinion is that I feel like for her, I understand why she's hurt, but girl, you can't go and say, "Oh, well, you poked my eye, so I'm gonna poke that." You're both blind now. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it was like, and personally. He's also visiting bathhouses, okay?
I don't know about that.
Maybe not a bathhouse, maybe more of a glory hole situation. He looks like a glory hole kind of guy.
but he's like really. What am I trying to say?
My heart breaks for Kalani, honestly.
Yeah.
She was a virgin when she met him. Okay, you got pregnant the first go round. We give you that. The second baby should have never happened. I don't mean to sound anti-family, but she shouldn't have had the second baby. He's not in a position to support them. They've been living on her family. He has not been what he needed to be for her or to her from the beginning. From the beginning, he's been a loser.
And he done promised her dad that he was going to do right. He's going to get a job.
Yeah. Every other week, the dad had to talk to him. And then you're cheating on top of this. And then to make it right to a tone,
I don't feel sorry for her now.
And then you say, I want to give you a hall pass because I feel badly.
Because
I don't feel sorry for her.
And she took it.
But he didn't know she was going to have.
She likes it.
He didn't know she was going to have intercourse. He didn't know she was going to have intercourse. Because he said somebody approached him to ask him to taste his meat. I'm like, who the hell did that?
You know, it was a man.
Talk about
number
the fact
one.
that he had yeast on his tongue. So that's how she found out he was cheating. Because you know how babies have like colic and they get that on their tongue? Yeah. He had like yeast build up on his tongue. Yeah, thrust, is that what we call it?
Thrust, yeah.
We would have been broken up and she was supposed to take the hall pass and go all the way.
Well, she took it and she did, and now she likes the guy. She's like,
I went to high school with girls like this. So, honestly, a little thick. Honestly, a little low self-esteem was going on, and they would get a guy that they knew was messing around in questionable areas, seeing messages and people that were around him that they knew the flags were going off, but they wanted a family, and they felt like that was the only chance that they could get. And this girl smells of desperation. She knows her man. They probably had threesomes together.
Oh my God.
We don't know. That stuff happened all the time.
We don't know, right? We don't know.
I don't know about these.
Oh, please.
Well, no, Kyrie, you have to remember. Remember when they went to the sex store and she's like, "Oh, I'm totally open when it comes to whatever." Right?
There you go.
Totally open
That's
sexually.
my point.
So we don't know what that.
Correct. You know he was dragging her around on a collar.
But I like Kaylani. I do.
I do. Is it Kaylani? I call it
Kaylani. I thought Kaylani.
Look, if they live in New Mexico, I may know him.
Kayla says, I'm so mad she should have let him go. She also said, and I can't believe I'm saying Miss Lisa is so right. What's up,
Michaela?
Joining, appreciate you.
Hey, Tony. But wait a minute. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I can only speak on.
But what is she holding on to? Is the question? That's a better question.
She was she was a virgin when she met him, so you have that whole emotional thing going on. So I think now that she's moved on sexually, it's just the countdown has started.
She'd open up. She'd open up a portal to someone else.
Absolutely, and I think he was a better lover too.
He had to have been. Yeah, she said, "I like him." He done touched the spot that this boy couldn't.
Asuelo cannot.
She probably got with a man who likes women. That's probably why.
And can we just talk about this? I know Dominic and Kwame, you guys are just like being introduced to them, but his mom is very controlling. Like, so again, he had limited funds, came from whatever South Pacific island, and the little money he was making and majority of the money that they were getting from his wife's parents, he was sending to the mom.
Oh, wow.
To this island.
Because the mother said, told his wife he needs to send me the money so I can give it to the church.
To the church, right. So you have that going on. And then so the mom and sister, the sister also, I think she lives in like Denver or something. But the mom comes over to the US, the sister comes from Denver, they come to visit. And the sister tried to fight Kalani.
Mm-hmm.
It all makes sense to me. This is a very desperate woman who is with a very desperate man. They both know exactly who they are. We know people like this constantly who they don't lie to me, don't cheat on me, and you know what's going on.
I'm gonna come this one. Yeah, I do. I definitely agree with Dominic because she doesn't seem like she has like she because if you really have the backbone on kind of figure out what you want in life and you're confident who you are, you wouldn't need him.
No, I agree. Correct. She reminds me of my own sister. One of my sisters is just like she married a man that had 3 girlfriends and 12 kids.
Oh wow! Oh, you think they'll be interested in doing?
And she was like, "This is gonna change him. This is gonna change him." Guess what?
What was gonna change?
He's got 3 more kids after they divorced.
Well, how many kids?
And they had ghetto babies. He's got 14 or 15 kids as of today.
Okay, we're not
what kind of baby should they have, Dominic? What kind of baby?
So we're gonna.
What are they called? Ghetto twins.
All right, we're moving on.
So it's like, come on, ladies. No, they're not stupid.
We need to start having story time because we need to get a lot of things.
Right. Let's go ahead and move on into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's go ahead and move into this. So I just watched the latest episode today.
Mm-hmm.
I was so bored.
Yeah, I wasn't bored, but go ahead.
I don't have anything to say about it.
Drew gave me a chuckle.
Yeah, Drew is killing me.
She said, "I'm not naturally attracted to women."
Right.
Well,
she had to look down when she said it.
But that ain't what got me, Dominic. What got me was when her and her husband talking, and she's like, I connect with this character so well, and she's just like me. He said, a lesbian.
Right, and she was just like, she was just like,
well,
Ralph and his.
Can I tell you what did upset me? I'm sorry, Kyrie. Finish your thought.
No, it was Ralph and his antics because he did make me. He was, my wife is a thespian.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We all got it. We were like, girl.
It was the talking down of Candy for me. It was I'm not used to this. I don't think I'm gonna do this type of setup again. It'll be Lifetime and above.
Right.
Lifetime's not calling you, Drew. Lifetime's not calling.
You did one movie. Was that Lifetime? No, it was VH1. Never mind.
Right.
That was it.
And then, and let's be honest, Candy is now, isn't she not Oscar, but Tony nominated?
Yeah.
I believe
so.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's only uphill for her. Yeah. I mean, it's, so be careful how you walk on people.
All of this is a major promotion for Drew.
Okay, now.
It is.
We're on now. Who are we going to next?
I guess we could talk about this rat.
He can't even pretend to care.
Well, this right here, this was.
Was she in the episode? What happened with her?
Yes, they're trying to push. I kept fast forwarding.
She did foster care.
Oh, her foster. Right.
She can give 2 shits about those children.
But here's what I want to say. First, I want to ask you, Miss Lisa, did you go to that funeral she went to in St. Pete?
No, and I don't even know if there was a funeral.
Okay. Secondly, after watching this and seeing her there, and they did all the close-ups, I have a 4K TV. This woman is not 47. Y'all need to remove that on Wikipedia. February 7, 1976, and put a damn 66. This woman ain't no damn 40. The only 40s Marlo have in her life, she probably touched 40 dicks in about the last year. But that's about it.
And she probably still drink 40s.
That too. So I'm not buying it. But her function, but I wasn't buying it either. Women come from such a long line, and
anyway, can we talk about Sheree? And I hope that the event planner was paid.
Now I will say this:
he showed up.
He showed up and showed out. He did it. And I looked at
that party was gorgeous.
I looked at the pictures on Instagram. That man did his thing.
And listen, I don't know if I'm sure she did, negotiated, hey, you're going to get exposure on the show and do this for free. I'm almost certain that's what happened because she is notorious for not paying.
Yeah, but he like he said, I brought the balloon guy and the other dude. So you can't guarantee everybody's going to do it for free.
That's true. She better have done something.
But I hope so.
Because somebody who said that.
I think this question will come up on
was that
reunion.
Was that Kenya or Sonya said these balloons themselves cost in the thousands?
Kenya said that, yeah.
Okay.
No, it was Kenya.
Because he did the balloon guy did an amazing job with that.
Amazing. It was gorgeous. Absolutely. You can say what you want about Chateau she by Sheree, whatever. But her chateau, her house is gorgeous.
Can we talk about the wheels on the carriage? I was concerned. Because we have all this luxury, and was it antique or what was going on?
Stupid prop, right?
What was it? I was concerned about the baby's welfare, the baby's safety.
The baby didn't even want to be there.
The baby was sleeping.
But she is so gorgeous.
She is, but this was so about. But can I tell you? And I know Bob is not good for TV, but I did get a chuckle. I did, because you're like, we're revealing babies. Here's my baby.
Do we really believe Sheree didn't know about that daughter?
Yes,
do we really believe? Look at her body language when she talked to that girl.
I believe it. I believe it.
She's ditzy.
I believe it.
But see, what he must have told his kids, don't tell your mama, because they knew.
They knew, right?
They knew, but she didn't. You could tell the way she was getting crunk. She didn't think that, wait a minute, who is this woman? And that's why she wanted Martell in the picture too.
My kids know.
She thought it was his lover.
But I want to say, but I really want to say now, the housewives is being phony, because you can look at that girl and you can tell it's Bob's daughter. Is that his girlfriend? You know, doggone it ain't the man's girlfriend.
She had to show up to call time. She mic'd?
Yep.
And Sheree didn't know. That's what we're going with, for real?
It's for the show.
Yeah, it is, Dominic.
Okay.
Production think that their asses are slick. That's all I'm saying.
But the average bear don't know that though.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Good. But we ain't the average bears.
We shall not.
And then when Drew came, I think Drew can be overly dramatic, but I don't know.
I thought it was too much.
Who dropped Drew off is what I want to know. Was that her woman in the car?
I think it was a driver.
I didn't see about it.
Was it? She was up front.
Mm-hmm.
She was very comfortable. Look at Drew's body language. She was with her girl.
Well, where was Ralph?
Ralph was with his girl. Oh boy, whatever.
But what I did learn is I did not know she accused Ralph of sleeping with that man, Anthony. I didn't know that.
I believe something has happened. Anthony,
because he said, well, she owes me. She owes her. She needs to pay me my coin, and she owes her husband an apology for accusing him of sleeping with me. And I said,
listen,
that's what that Anthony said.
Why is he getting FaceTime?
Well, now, Miss Liz, you know me. I didn't see it for him, and the way he was acting, I'm like Candy, like, I'm not never the one to try to start the fight. I'm like, yeah, because he gave me typical fag. So,
don't say that.
I'm sorry,
but you can. You can. But I just.
But I mean, he is what he is. Typical.
Yeah, he was very messy.
Yeah, he was messy.
He was a typical messy.
Do you think Sheree was setting that moment up for drama?
I think
everything Sheree do is strategic.
I think production did, and they tried.
Except for saving her job.
Well, that's what she's trying to do now. Especially, what I was listening to, going back to the Kenya interview, Carlos said, Sheree calls me for advice. I don't know if y'all caught that.
We did.
And it was, he was talking about this current season, but she's trying to produce the girls. She has Sonia and Marlo. So she's going to Carlos, it seems, to try to figure out how to produce her end of the cast and her storyline.
The problem with that I have with that, Dominic, is that I don't think Carlos, either one of two things is happening. Either Carlos has told her, hey girl, you're not the anchor, or she doesn't believe that or she's not listening to the fact that she's not the anchor.
She probably not.
But she's not.
But
she's trying it.
She's the one that was trying to bring the girls together, though, right?
Yeah, she's a pop star, but she's not an anchor.
She's trying to be that girl.
She's a pop star, but she's not an anchor.
And she's a bone collector, right? But she's trying to be. If you notice, she's not carrying bones this season. Notice she's trying to be that girl, right?
Yeah, but it ain't working. Sheree,
it's not working
because you are who you are.
How is she trying to change? She said church queen. Tony said church queen. No, but what? Who do you think is like? Because she's still doing the whole bone collecting thing throughout the season. She did it in the last episode.
But at the same time, she's trying to be everybody's friend. Come on, Kenya, we're friends. Look at my party for my grandchild. Everybody come to me.
And it's insulting the audience.
It really is.
Because it's all over the place.
Yeah. This.
You know, I really wish they would take a page out of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
I wish really production would focus on different things. We are interested in She by Sheree. We're interested in Kenya Moore hair care. We're interested in more things than just their petty arguments. Yeah, we want to see Marlo on the street corner where she belongs, blowing old Johns. We want to see these working girls. That's right, and all in their natural element.
I don't want to see that because Marlo don't like her meat cooked. I don't want to see that.
And it's going to be at least 90. Okay,
but she'll be authentic, and that's what we're asking.
That's my point.
Now show her. But I don't want to see some 90-year-old Vienna sausage not cooked.
We don't believe that she and Scott Lee are doing anything other than talking about their next scene.
I would be interested in seeing Marlo go out to dinner with her Republican 90-year-old Big Papa, whatever she call him. Grand Master, whatever they call the KKK folks. I want to see her feed him, take his teeth out, and feed him and live in her natural habitat, because that's what she is, and that's what she does.
What I want to see is I want to see him ride up on that lift in the back of her, you know.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Can you point that out? So you know me, I'm looking today.
How did we miss this? How did we know? How did we miss it?
You didn't. I didn't. I did. I didn't know until King said it.
What? Notice it.
I made a comment. Remember, I made a comment about her lift chair. I was like, "Whose lift chair is that?"
The lift chair that she had
for John.
I missed that one.
I had made some snarky comment about is that for one of her old white gentleman callers.
I'll give it to Kenya.
I did.
Said that lift chair. I'm like, listen, you had the internet searching.
Yeah,
lift chair. And it was there.
So I want to see her.
Another question. So, how did Marlo get her name? Because her government name is Latoya Hutchinson. So how did she get the name Marlo?
Look, Marlo Hampton is her birth name. Latoya Hutchinson is a friend whose name she used in some of her
crimes. Right.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So just to put that out.
Is that alleged?
No. This is what she was convicted of.
If it makes you feel.
Look up her paperwork.
You can look up her paperwork. It's there.
Yeah.
Shut up.
What does she have? Like 21 mugshots, I think.
And then didn't she also say that when Kenya called her by that name and Marlon was like, "Is that my name?"
But it is a real person. But yeah.
Because Google has to ask her birth name.
Right, but her birth name really is Marlo Hampton.
I'm just gonna say allegedly, just to be on the safe side, because I want to look that up. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, we're going by what they said on the show. Okay. All that. That's crazy, but it's true.
So, girl, you are a
But Sonya is bad for the show. Sonya is okay. Sonya is like khaki to me. If some new girls came along, it may raise her profile, but she don't matter. But I like Ross.
Let me tell you, babe, back up. But let me tell you something, or the listening audience. Let this be a lesson to you. Be careful who you friend. Now you just heard, yes, God. You just heard these people say this woman is using another woman's name, her friend's name, in her crime sprees. Be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want Marlo and Mia from Potomac to take a long cruise.
Mia, yeah, I don't like Mia no more.
Mia too. They both need to go to the Bermuda Triangle and check it out.
Put Marlo,
and Mia.
Marlo, Mia, Kim Zolciak, Phaedra, all of them on the same ship, and have them go on yonder
and to the sunset.
But as much as I dislike Phaedra, but I've heard that Phaedra and Heavenly is already having issues on.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
So I'm really eager to see that.
I'm never team Phaedra, but she's good TV. I mean, you really do like to see.
Well, you know, it depends if we get real Phaedra and not the pussycat Phaedra that we were introduced to on Goodbye. I don't want to see that Phaedra.
Yeah, the church slut
Phaedra.
Or whatever she pretends to be.
Slut. But hopefully, with Merit to Medicine, she's going to be surrounded by smart women, and so that'll pull out a different layer.
Speaking of Merit to Medicine, what's going on with Dr. Jackie?
Which means
work? Oh, she looked younger or something on this episode.
Maybe she
got a little.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't like that wig. I love the glasses, but I did not like that wig. But she
Can I say I am just tired of Dr. Jackie being the doctor for every black woman on these shows.
Every show.
But it ain't no different than Dr. Sherry being everybody's psychologist.
Yeah,
until she wasn't.
Until
she wasn't anymore.
Yeah,
well, clearly they're on staff with Bravo,
but
whoever. That's all that is.
As far as Dr. Heavenly goes, I'm not a fan. But
why we can't go to Dr. Simone?
But
Why is it always Dr. Jackie?
She don't have no contract with them.
Heavenly does good work. Heavenly does good work.
They need contracts.
She does good work.
Those are contracts, guys.
Oh, okay. Well, they need somebody. Well, no, because what's the show? Huntsville. They have the older gentleman. I like him. He's like no holds barred therapist.
If Pyro does reality TV, you better have on staff a therapist and a doctor, and they're gonna show up in every scene.
I don't believe that woman's a therapist. I don't believe that woman's a therapist. I think she auditioned.
Who?
She probably did.
Darren, Marlowe's therapist.
Oh yeah,
she probably did.
No way.
I don't think I thought she was a life coach. So now she's
a life coach, therapist.
Right. So she probably printed a degree off the internet or something and signed it.
Yeah. But I don't think she's legit. I think she's a friend of Marlowe's and Marlowe's
trying to get a call. Yep.
Get this chick, girl. Come on.
Exactly.
Because clearly we're not vetting people.
Right.
for any reason. Because these white gays that are running this show now are idiots.
I know. And I see them on the after show and I'm like, no.
Exactly. It really irritates me when they're like, so what do you think about blah, blah? It's like, ah!
Think about this. So it is the white gays that's really pushing this propaganda with Marlo.
They're the dummies. They're the ones protecting her.
Because
they probably have a deal with her massa.
I bet you she ain't sitting around calling them no F-bombs.
All right. Well, it's been fun. It's been real.
Well, all she had to do is wear the Confederate flag, tap dance, and eat watermelon. I'm sure they're fine.
Wow.
They're like, girl, we love you, girl.
Kyrie, was she punished for the F-bomb?
Yeah,
because she was taking out the show for a few years.
When she was supposed to get a peach, she didn't get it. And for years, a lot of people have protested even her being a friend to the show. So she got punished. I think that's why it took 10 years.
Then they reduced her amount of time on TV as well, right? After the F-bomb.
Yeah, because remember Andy said a long time
he confronted her.
He was upset. I don't know what happened.
And then she came out in her Confederate outfit.
Daddy Warbonds made a deal with Andy.
And then Andy. Speaking of Andy, wait a minute. This is off the show, off the subject. What happened?
We gotta go.
Oh.
Yeah, Kwame's doing his thing.
Oh, I was looking in the middle be talking. I just saw this shit pop up. What the hell is this?
Okay. Okay.
It's been fun.
But speaking of Andy, wait a minute, real quick. Did we need to know that he's a top?
Oh God.
I don't believe that.
I don't care.
He said. That's what I said.
Oh, is he a top when he's like dating white guys? But I know that he hunts black men.
Well, according to him, he's a top.
In the streets of Chelsea.
I said top of who?
Allegedly.
Well, no, he said his mouth. I ain't gonna say allegedly because that's what he
okay. Said. Thank you.
I don't want to think of Andy outside of his tie. Okay, that's too much. Just him doing his tie open a little bit is enough for me. I don't even want to think.
Anderson Cooper.
They're Judy's.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Not today, Satan. Not today, neck. Not today, ankles. We don't have.
Have I been muted?
I don't want to see any of that.
I don't either. I don't even want to think about all that paleness. That's too much.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. Thank you guys so much for joining. We want to congratulate Just Dominic for being a new panelist on the team Pyro Power Hour Reality TV Edition.
Team Twirl.
Yes. Boss Man is here.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Kyrie and I will be on Pyro Power Hour, the morning show tomorrow morning. So definitely check it out. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Miss Lisa, it's always a pleasure having you, Queen. Thank you for being here. Yes. Yeah. Now you do. Because, we're Team Twirl. Some of us are Team Twirl now.
I know who is.
It's Mr. Glorious. Speak for yourself. I love it.
I'm not team. I like King. You ain't got nothing to give, but I ain't no fan.
We don't need to keep hearing this.
But that's good, though.
Well, at least
that's so positive.
I like her. I said I like her. I'm
not a fan of Drew or Latasha, but
I've grown. I said I like her.
Right. That's still a positive. Her interview did what it was supposed to do.
You like lying Drew?
Now, Drew, I like Drew. Yeah, I do. I like Drew.
You heard it here, folks.
You think she's good TV?
Well, what did Drew do for anybody not to like her? Drew is a liar. I don't like liars. But
honestly,
you don't like liars? You don't like liars, but you like Latasha?
I said Latasha has some issues because Tasha's husband.
Oh, we're gonna blame her husband, and that they're not two peas in a pod.
Okay. Oh, you do too? You do too?
Who said that?
Tony. Okay.
Exactly. Because Drew, but I understand what Drew is doing. Drew is, Drew is that church girl, and she cannot.
I like Drew. I like Drew.
Okay.
I like Drew.
Drew's mom ain't having that. Now y'all said Drew, Pastor, whatever that woman name is, she ain't having it.
Well, she got what 5 good summers left, so Drew can come out and just be as gay and.
Who you think she is? Marsha Warfield.
She wants.
I got it.
What?
What's up with Marsha Warfield?
I'm gonna hit the button. It's been fun, you guys. Thank you so much.
It's going left. It's going left.
It's going left. All right, you guys, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, it's a great day to have a great day, so make sure you create one. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, peace out. Stay blessed. Yeah.